Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another JetBlue video in our JetBlue tour on the One World virtual airline. We're leg number 3 today, a very short flight for us today. We're in Fort Lauderdale and we're off to Tampa. So flight time today is roughly around about 37 minutes air time, so relatively short flight. By the time we get out and probably land back in Tampa, it's probably be just as long as actually the flying time that we've actually got. So we're obviously in the JetBlue A320 as always. We're in the same. I will be in the same livery throughout this whole entire tour. We're expecting passengers to board in the next couple of moments actually, and there we go. Just right on cue. Passengers are going to be boarding the aircraft in a few minutes' time. What we're going to do now is jump inside the cockpit, get everything configured, and head our way off to Tampa. Right, cool, perfect. We're in the cockpit. Passengers are boarding, like I just said, and we'll get this aircraft configured. I've requested the winds already, so that's all good, and the IRSs are aligning, or have aligned, so we'll get the fuel in. So we've got 4.8 tons of fuel today, or 10,000 pounds, and we have a zero fuel weight of 60.3 or 132.9 pounds, 1,000 pounds there. So we'll put that in like so. We can look at the flight plan. Like I say, it's a really short flight today. We go at 28 right, and we're on the it's the Bongzo 1 departure on the Cora transition, and then on our arrival into Tampa, the current weather situation in Tampa is as follows. So KTPA, so they are 320 at gusting 12, so looking like a 01 for arrival. So I'll just check Navigraph. Yeah, so 01 right, the real world aircraft landed. So we'll program that in if we can. Okay, so we'll go 1 left, just because it's going to be easier for that, and that's on the Belfra 1. 1 arrival on the Cora transition. Okay, so we'll just get rid of the discontinuities. There we go. And that should be all good there. Has boarding finished, or has it already started, or boarding passengers now apparently. Okay. Guess we're waiting for the bus to appear. There we go. And all the luggage, and then yeah, we can get everything else sorted out. Well, we'll finish that off then. QNH is 3005. Put that in there, and in there. Constraints and VORs at the top. And we'll go to transition level initially. Just going to be way easier. And then, yeah, pretty much we'll go to on, and then TA on your TCAS. And that is it for a couple of minutes. Check back in a couple of minutes when passengers are boarded. Okay, so passengers have now boarded. I've started the APU, so we can think about getting ourselves out here in Fort Lauderdale. So we'll just wait for the APU to open. In that meantime, we can run through our performance. So we're 28 right for departure. Winds are 282 at 11 knots, and the local temperature is 19 degrees. And like I say, the QNH is 300. And in fact, that's changed That's changed slightly since well, that's changed ever so slightly since we said it a few minutes ago, so we'll just give that a quick update. That send off that probably should do that again. We'll just do that again because I think there was a slight bug in the system. It didn't like that for whatever reason. Like so. Cool. Right, that is queued. So APU I can hear has fired up, which is amazing. So what we can do now is disconnect the ground power. On APU now, and then we'll come over to our init B and just double check that as exactly what we require. And at that moment we could probably then run through our before start checklist then. So cockpit preparation has been checked, baro reference has been set, ACAR's initialized, parking brake is on. Fuel on board is £107,000. We have init B is loaded, and we're just going to wait for our performance to come in before we can finish off that. So let's just double check we have everything we need. Yep, performance is in. So V1 140, 141 and 145, flap 3 down 0.6 and a flex temp of 70. And a TORA of 2743. Cool, so we just finished the checklist then. So like we say, its signs are on and auto. Beacon is on. ATC is set to auto, perfect. Windows and doors are locked. Nose wheel steering is as required. It's currently off at the minute because we're not pushing back. And flight deck door is locked. So that is the before start checklist complete. Cool, so we have that ready. We can now push back and depart. So we're currently Echo 6, I believe it is. Yes, Echo 6. Slight issue with jetways here for a Latin VFR for Fort Lauderdale. So we want to push back nose to the left, or if we can just get a straight push back would be probably sufficient. And then basically it's Tango 2 to Bravo holding point 28 right. That should be exactly where we need to go.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback. Locking gear.
So we'll just push back nose to the left then, I guess.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we'll start engine number 2. Okay, so we got a good start on number... not quite, we'll wait for 50%. There we go.
Set parking brakes.
Starting number 1.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Okay, after start checklist then. Ground crew clearance has been seen. We give them the hand signal, so we're all good. Anti-ice not required. Config, we are flaps 3 for departure today. APU can now come off. Wire electric pump not required, and ECAM status is checked. No blue, that is the after start checklist complete. So we're looking at charts. I'll go straight out, follow it around to the right hand side, and continue following it all the way around until we get to maybe Tango 1, Tango 2, and then we'll up onto Bravos, and then basically 28 right will be straight ahead in front of us. We'll start the chrono there. That can go to normal. Weather radar can come to auto. Need a bit of floodlights or something like that, just a bit of light in the cabin, tiny bit of light, perfect. Okay, GSX has disappeared. Release the parking brake, and the aircraft is going to slowly move on its own accord.
Smoking, including the use of electronic cigarettes or vaporizers, is never...
So yeah, that's T5. We want T1 or T2, depending. Yeah, T1 or 2 is perfect for us. So we'll continue and following it around. This should be T4 here, coming up to us, straight ahead of us now. So we'll continue to do the turn round.
by network, then be sure to type in...
Yeah, there we go. That's T4. And then next one is T3. Obviously T2 and then T1 at the end. And what we'll do actually here is we'll take T2, I think. Yeah, we'll take T2 here. Oh, that's... yeah, we'll take T2. And then we'll put some lights on. and we can just run through the before takeoff checklist. And so flight controls will just put test full left, full right neutral, full up, full down, and then neutral. TCAS, we can set that to TARA, like so. Trim load sheet has been acknowledged and initialized. Trims we just need to do now, so we'll just stop here and then we'll just do our trims, which is down 0.6. So there we go. Trims are in there nicely. Takeoff data has been confirmed. 140T141-145. Flaps config 5 and ECAM memo check no blue. Takeoff no blue. And then we'll enter the runway. 28 right for our departure today. Cabin cruise signal has been given. Packs are off. So that's all good. We are ready to depart. So we'll give it a bit of a wide berth. Like so. Swing that nose around a little bit more. Perfect. Hold it on the brakes. We'll disconnect the tiller. We don't need that no more. You can start the clock. Everything else is happy. I'm happy. Increase the thrust. Manflex SOS runway. Auto thrust is not quite blue. We're away. Knots checked. V1 rotate. Gear up. Speed check flaps 2. Autopilot. Speed check flaps 1. Thrust climb. Ground spoilers come off. There we go. Relatively simple departure. Speed check flaps all the way up. That's a lovely departure out of Fort Lauderdale. So we'll go up to our initial climb level, which is 280. Open climb, 280. And we expect to be top of climb for no longer. Do you know what? We're going to go, not going to use flight 280 today. We'll probably go flight level 200 in fact. Just to get us in fact, I should have checked what the real world flight went up to. In fact, it was 180. There we go. 180, we'll do topper climb there. Okay, lovely job. Okay, so we're going to climb out now, 180, and cinematic shots as always. And next time you hear from us, we'll be on the ground, or descending, to prepare to land into Tampa. So I'll see you in a few seconds. Right guys, sorry, welcome back. I know it's been a little while of time since we have not had a proper descent, but that's, yeah, apologies on that one. So we're just descending now into Tampa. It's been a really short flight today, so we'll just quickly whiz through everything before we have to hit our approach. So we're 01 left today, or for this landing, and we are on the Bravo Lima Foxtrot Romeo Golf 1 arrival. We hopefully want a relatively sharp vacate, because we want to get off as soon as possible. So we're looking at Whiskey 5 for our vacating today. So we have Atlanta. So we have Tampa straight in front of us. We need to put some landing lights on now, get everything pre-configured and ready. We're going to descend to 2,600 feet, and we'll need to look at our sort of a missed approach phase in a few minutes. It's relatively simple. We've got 10 nautical miles until we at our approach, hit our approach phase. But yeah, we're doing all right. So we'll go auto brake low, because like I say, we want to be off as soon as possible. And we're looking about Whiskey 5. We're looking at Alpha 12 for parking, as that's what the real life aircraft did. I'll put the link to that in the description down below for sort of what I've referenced in terms of the flight for us on this leg of the tour. But after this leg, we are on to Orlando. And then from Orlando, we make the hop right across the other side of the country to Salt Lake City, and then we sort of start our sort of West Coast side of this JetBlue tour. So we're LA, Vegas, before we then head back from Vegas, I think it is, all the way to New York, and then it's New York to Gatwick return. So that'll be the last 2 legs we have in this particular tour. If you've liked the tour so far and you've watched back through the other 2 legs that we've done so far, you can do that. I'll put a link in the video description. I'll put a tag up the top right hand corner, sorry, now, and I'll put a link to the playlist in the video description if you want to go back and watch that from the very start. But if you've liked it, please do give it a big thumbs up. The more thumbs up we can get on the channel on this video, then obviously the more people that hits. That'd be amazing if we could get as many likes and subscriptions as physically possible. And if you're not yet a subscriber to the channel and you do wish to subscribe, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Obviously don't forget to turn on the notification bell to keep up to date on when more content is dropped on the channel. And also, if there are any particular flights that you want to see on the channel, do please post those in the comments down below, as I will read every single one and reply to you as quickly as possible. So there is the cabin to say they're ready, and the approach phase will be acted in a few seconds. Okay, so approach phase is now ready. We'll put on the LS. We're below the glide, which is perfect. Speed will start dropping back now, and we can start adding in some flaps in a few minutes time. So we'll take flaps 1. Right, we have the localizer.
$2,500. There we go, glide slope has been initialised. So we go flaps 2 now. We look at our missed approach. So missed approach is climbed to 500 feet and then left to 3,000. Direct pi VOR and hold, continue climb to 3,000 feet. So basically it's a left hand turn for any missed approach, and then basically then join up back at Lego, and then we'll start our approach back round again. But hopefully we shouldn't need that. Hopefully this time the landings that we've the last 2 legs of the tour, we can go back and check. The landings have been pretty poor, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this landing will be better. Right, flaps 3 just about, and we'll go arm the speed brake. Then what we'll do is we'll gear down
flaps full. Right, we're fully configured. Approach checklist then. Pretty late, but with the ECAM status is checked. Approach briefing is 01 left. Minima is 111. Approach phase is active in QNH 3005. And the landing checklist then followed is auto brake is set to low. ECAM status, ECAM memo is landing no blue, and that is the landing checklist complete. It's my first time into Tampa. In fact, it's my first time into most of these airports we're flying into. Obviously, JFK, I've done it before. Pretty sure I've done Boston before for a across the pond event. And obviously the others, Vegas I've done. Salt Lake City I've never done. Orlando I've done once. So yeah, all these airports are going to be pretty new to me. So which is really good fun. So okay, right, let's just concentrate on the landing. We'll take the autopilot now. It's my aircraft.
400.
Check our
300.
That's a bit low.
$200.
Now we're too high.
100 above. 100. Minimum
Continue. Oops, stutter.
30. 20. Retard.
Oh,
10.
flare.
5.
Reversers. Oh dear. Reversers. knots. Can we take the high speed exit? No, that's right. We'll go to the next one. We'll go, what's that, Whiskey 4? Yeah, Whiskey 4. I need to work on my landings, I think. Right, we'll start clearing up the aircraft. What we'll do is we'll just hold us here for 1 second because we want to get our parking sorted. So I'm sure it was Alpha 12 that we are after. Yes, we're after Alpha 12. We'll go American Airlines. So if I look for Alpha 12 on the charts, parking gates, okay, we want to be the other side. That's unfortunate, so we'll have to go down Whiskey and then Juliet basically across to the other side of the airport, which is not a problem. Seems a bit more of a taxi, that's all. So APU can come on, turn some of these lights off. Taxi light. Bleeds. TCAS, TA, weather can come off. Like so. Right, after landing checklist and exterior lights have been set. Flaps are 0, ground spoilers disarmed, APU is alive, radar is off, and TCAS is on standby, and that is the after landing checklist complete. Cool, so whilst we have this taxi across to Alpha 12, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who has supported the channel so far. I'm really trying in 2022 to push all of my content out onto YouTube and do as many videos, and hopefully the quality of videos quality videos, I should say, will only increase the more I do it. So I just want to say thank you everybody so far who has obviously watched my videos, subscribed to my channel, and who's obviously supporting me going forward. This is a hobby, so this is not for 1 second real life. Love to one day be able to turn it into real life, but at the moment it is just a hobby. So I think it's next left is what we want, I believe, is where we want to go. Pretty sure this is where we need to be. I'm assuming this is Alpha, so I'd hopefully I've got this correct. Alpha 12 should be here. Yep, so perfect. There we go. Alpha 12. Tiny tickler left. Bit more left. There we go. Parking brake set. Engines off. After parking checklist ends. So parking brake is on. Engines are off. Sliders disarmed. Beacon can go to the off position. Seatbelt signs can come off. Fuel pump. Oh, we'll just get the GSX. Deboarding. Fuel pumps can be switched off, and ATC can go to standby. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, another safe flight. I say safe, we landed just about. Let's just check our we'll check our flight on our Volanta and see what our landing rate was. So review my flight. Well, I'm the 9th person into Tampa today, 294. It's an improvement on last time, but still not perfect. And we'll stop recording, submit report to our One Mile Virtual, and that is us done for today's flight. So if you've liked the video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, and don't obviously forget to turn on the notification bell. I've been Toga Virtual, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.